Hello, this is Yogeshwar again, and I'm back with another very interesting topic. And this topic is on incarnations of Vishnu and how they are connected with astrology. And people from the East, especially from the Hindu culture, are pretty much aware of the incarnations of Vishnu. And we know that there have been nine incarnations of Vishnu so far, and the 10th is about to come. And I'm going to go over it real quick for people from the West who are not aware of these incarnations. And then we'll try to connect these incarnations as described by the sage Parashara with the planets. And that's the interesting part. How are these incarnations connected with astrology? So, as per sage Parashara's explanation, there is a connection of the incarnations with the planets, and that's very important when we do our chart readings. So we all know that there have been nine incarnations so far of Lord Vishnu, and those incarnations are Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Narasimha, Lord Buddha, Lord Vamana, Lord Parashurama, Lord Kurma, Lord Varaha, and Lord Meena. These are the nine incarnations so far, and the 10th incarnation, which is expected, will be the Kalaki Avatara, and that is the time of the great destruction. But we all know that these are incarnations of Lord Vishnu, but what we don't know, as a matter of fact, is that there is a connection of planets with these avatars or incarnations, and that's the purpose of this video, to highlight those. And how sage Parashara has explained this is that these grahas or planets actually have a Paramatma ansha. Paramatma means God or the ultimate soul, and ansha means its part, so as to say, amsha. So there is a part of God in these planets which actually incarnated on the earth as these entities or gods which I have mentioned, like Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, so on and so forth. So basically, it's not Lord Vishnu who is incarnating directly, but it is basically the ansha or the part of that Lord, the one and only one, which is present in these grahas or planets which have incarnated on this earth. So what sage Parashara is trying to explain is that there is a connection of the planets with every avatara of God or every incarnation of God through Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, Buddha, Vamana, Parashurama, Kurma, Varaha, and Meena. And the purpose of this video is to understand these incarnations and then try to see through these incarnations the effects of those planets on this earth and how they manifested, how the planets did manifest through these avatars and made their presence felt, so as to say. So we, as students of astrology, can understand a little better about these planets as to, through these avatars, as to how these planets did manifest, like I said, and made their effects known. So let's go to the first avatara, which is Rama, which we just discussed. There is a connection of Lord Rama with the sun god, with the planet sun. there is a connection of the moon god with Lord Krishna and Krishna's avatara. So you'll see the characteristics of these avatars very, very closely connected with the characteristics of these planets. So we do not need we need to understand that we do not have to underestimate the powers of these planets. They are very, very closely connected with Lord Vishnu, and they came into this earth. The Paramatma part, or the Paramatma Ansha, did come to this planet. This did come to this earth actually as an incarnation of these grahas or planets. So I hope I'm making myself clear. And what Sage Parashara has explained is that eventually the Jivatma portions from the grahas or planets will take birth as human beings on this earth and then live their lives here, and then again go back and merge back into the planets and grahas. So to give you an example, the Paramatma portion of the godly portion, so as to say, of the sun god did incarnate on this earth as Lord Rama, and then after the birth completed its life here on earth, they again went back and merged into that planet. So it was actually sun god which came onto this earth, or the Paramatma portion or the godly portion of that planet which actually incarnated on this earth as Rama. And then once the life was completed on this earth, the planet came back, went back, and then remerged again into the graha or that planet. I mean that portion, that Paramatma Ansha of that planet went back and remerged into the planet. So that's what Sage Parashara is trying to explain. And then at the time of the great destruction, all the grahas or planets will merge into Lord Vishnu, or the ultimate. That is what is Sage Parashara mentioning here. So once again, I'm trying to explain you the connection of the planets through the incarnations. And the incarnation of sun god came in as Rama. The incarnation of moon god came in as Krishna. The incarnation of Mars came in as Narasimha. The incarnation of Mercury came in as Buddha, Lord Buddha. The incarnation of Jupiter came in as Vamana. The incarnation of Venus came in as Parashurama. The incarnation of Saturn came in as Kurma, which is the tortoise. The incarnation of Rahu came in as Varaha. And the incarnation of Ketu came in as Meena, or the fish. And then you'll have to go into the scriptures in terms of Puranas to read about the lives of these incarnations of these planets. And it's not possible to discuss in detail about those lives in this video, but I just wanted to mention that there is a connection of these incarnations, not with Lord Vishnu directly, but through the planets. So for example, if you read the life of Lord Rama and how he lived his life, you will see the characteristics of the sun god. If you read the life of Lord Krishna on this earth, you will see the characteristics of Lord Moon. If you read the life of Lord Narasimha, you will see the characteristics of the planet Mars. If you read the life of Lord Buddha, the great enlightened Lord Buddha, you will see the characteristics of the planet Mercury. If you see the life of, or read the life of Lord Vamana, you will see the characteristics of the planet Jupiter. Vamana, as we know, was a great Brahmin. Jupiter is a great Brahmin. If you read the life of Lord Parasurama, you will see the characteristics of Lord Venus. If you see the life of Kurma, which is a tortoise, you will see the characteristics of Saturn. With Varaha, you will see the characteristics of Rahu. And with Meena, or fish, you will see the characteristics of Ketu. So that's why these entities which were incarnated on this earth can be connected to planets as well. And more so when you start doing remedies, there is a great connection. So what hints it gives us is that, well, Rama, since it's connected with sun, so if there's an affliction of sun in a chart, the remedy of Rama, or praying to Rama, or doing mantras of Rama, can actually take care of that problem related to sun. If there is a problem related to moon in a birth chart, Krishna, or mantras of Krishna, or prayers to Krishna, can be extremely effective. If there is a problem with Mars, the remedies can be through Lord Narsimha. If there is a problem of Mercury, Lord Buddha can be a remedy. And also, as far as the incarnations are concerned, look at Ketu. And Ketu did manifest itself on this earth as a Meena, as a fish. So fish is directly connected to the planet Ketu. That's what this scripture tells us. So if there is a problem related to Ketu, then of course feeding the fish, for example, can be a great remedy, so as to say. Rahu is connected with Varaha, and Kurma, tortoise, is related to Saturn. So a lot of remedies and a lot of help can be derived out of understanding the connection of the planets with the incarnations. Now, there are no set rules and guidelines as to, well, if Mars is connected to Narsimha, just go to Narsimha and pray to Narsimha. Don't do that unless you understand or read the chart completely, because that could be a little off. But then this does give us an idea of the connection of the planets with the incarnations. So a chart, once again, has to be read in totality. Just don't pick up a direct connection as far as remedies are concerned. But yes, understanding the effects of these planets through these incarnations can help us understand our birth charts a little better, understands what remedies we can do, understand what connection of these entities are with the planets, and we can get a better understanding of astrology in general. So I thought this was a very important thing I wanted to bring to your attention, that first of all, these are not Vishnu avatars or Vishnu incarnations. These are actually the Paramatma Anshas, or the godly portions from the grahas or the planets which have incarnated on this earth through these entities, and we have to understand that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another topic in my next session. Until then, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website below. There is a link, and I'll see you soon. Bye.